Hello YouTube, this is Adara, also known as Canius, signing on to give you guys a little update on my hand Kedar set, or hand Kedar armor set for Mass Effect 3. Since I retired my other armor set, for a few reasons, like the straps broke, I'm not happy with it now, and of course Mass Effect 3 came out, there's new armor that I love a little bit more than what I had originally. Although, most of it I'm keeping. However, things that I am changing is the headset that I had. This was the Kawashi visor that I have. Obviously, it doesn't look like the Kawashi visor because I had ripped it apart. I have some bigger and better plans for the Kawashi visor for my new armor. I kind of want it all to light up. For one, I got better lighting for it. As some of you know that I left in comments, for the lighting of my original outfit, I used some flimsy EL imitation type of wire that I ripped off a Halloween costume. It doesn't show very well in dark, let alone you can't even see it during a bright room. So I bought myself some new wire. It's proper EL wire that you can buy off of Amazon, which is where I got it. So, and this is what it is, with a battery attachment. And as you can see, it's much brighter than the original one. In the original one I couldn't even see in this lit room. I had to cut my hands and I could see it a little bit better. But obviously you can see this one, and it has a few settings. You have a strobe, a slow blink, and then solid. So that's going to be that. For the Kawashi visor though, I want it to light up, of course. So I got that, and I have, if I need it, I'll rip off the wiring from my old outfit. Hopefully I won't have to, because I don't really want to use it, but it's there in case I need it. I'm rambling, so moving on. So what I'm going to be doing with this, as I noticed while wearing it and cosplaying with the headset, I noticed it was a little too short in the back. As you can see where the purple line was, that's where I ended with the foam. It should have extended out just a little bit more, so I ripped all that off. I did keep some essential pieces from it. I kept the little hinges, because I did build these myself using spare pieces from Warhammer 40k models. Believe it or not, these round pieces are tank turrets. And the flat bits are actually model bases that I used, and of course the little round parts are spare pieces off of the sprue. But those are I'm keeping. I'm keeping the headset bit only for references of how long it was, because this was actually measured properly from where it should rest on my head to where it should be on my face. The actual visor part, I'm going to be changing out, possibly for better plastic, I guess. As you can see, I did bend this more than once, and I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I think it looks like crap. So, I did buy more plastic, however, it's sturdy, it's a little heavy for my taste. And another thing, when I'm wearing it, it's going to be really awkward, because as you can see, things far away from it are blurry, but the closer they get to it, the clearer it is. So if I'm going to be wearing it, everything away from me is going to be very blurry, and it's going to mess with my vision, so I'm contemplating if I want to use it or not. I did buy that for another project, but I'll get to that project when I actually, or discuss that project when I actually get around to it. So, that's what I'm doing for the Kawashi visor. If I get too frustrated with it, I have started building the traditional N7 helmet. I didn't get very far on it, but I did start it. And this is what I have so far. I have the head part started along with the visor. So, of course, it was just one slab of foam I started with, and of course I found the proper plated one over at a place called Harbor Freight. And of course I just cut out this middle part and used the flat end, and again at the top, or bottom piece right here. For the mouth guard, I guess you would call it, I just took some wire meshing I had and used it for the breather masks. I didn't want to make these solid. I want to be able to breathe in this helmet. So, the N7 helmet is started, however I prefer to have my Kawashi visor because a lot of people recognize me for that helmet alone, so that was just a backup plan. And that is all that I'm working on currently. I do have a few other things done of the armor set. I did buy myself another pistol. It's currently a Nerf gun, but it will be converted into a pistol. I don't know which pistol yet. It's still up in the air for that. But I did get the tunic, I guess you would call it, done. If you look at the hand cutter set, you'll notice that you're wearing the armor, and then you have the Under Armour, and then you have this small type, like, tabard type thing. And I had built essentially that. This, I hand cut the pieces out of fabric. It's all one giant thing of fabric. I did sew it with a sewing machine. I didn't want to hand sew it this time. The straps are sewed together via a sewing machine because, again, I didn't want to hand sew it. So, and thank you for whoever joggled my brain and be like, hey, you can actually buy a lot of buckles off of Amazon, and I did. So I have a giant box over here full of buckles. So I have one of those buckles, and the silver striping is nothing more than a silver paint pen. That's all it is. I mean, up close it looks like crap, but when I wear it and you're standing not too far away from me, it doesn't look that bad. So, as you can see, yes. So that is all that I have done for the armor. I did give myself a deadline, actually. I would prefer to have this done by Halloween again. Hopefully it will not be done by Halloween, I know that much. But I have a deadline, and I notice if I give myself a deadline, things will get done quicker. So, that is what I have done. And I will get back to you when I have more done. So this is Adara, also known as Kenius on DeviantArt, signing off. I'll talk to you all later.